Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon when I record. Hello, my beautiful people. I'm just working on the kinks, making sure it's running right, making sure my people count, staying live. If you subscribe to me, make sure you tap the subscription thing to make sure that you definitely subscribe when I go time when I go live or just love that you know. Let me check the sound. Did you know we have got played a couple times between music when I had the music on. Let's get this party started, right? Let's get this party started. Hello. Let me start my intro. Let me see. One, two. Oh, wait. No, stop. Okay. I'm learning. Still learning. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. If you catch me on the replay, hi, my beautiful people. Happy Valentine's Day. This, I didn't. I was supposed to teach last week, but I was so tired that I had to switch my teaching, which it happens. Life happens. Oh, life happens. Hello, hello, hello. And plus, I'm broken down too. My knees hurt, my elbow hurt, and I don't know if my feelings hurt. But we'll work it out today in this lovely, lovely class. So today we're just doing focusing on recovery yoga here. Um, so I can see myself teaching backwards. Welcome to Erky Yoga Live Love Laugh. If you catch me on the replay, thank you to the 120 subscribers. Whoop, 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 whoop. Welcome to this lovely YouTube channel. I'm an unconventional yogi and I love it. I dub myself that. Definitely point myself that. I don't do things the traditional way. I do do it the Erky way, and I teach you to do yoga your way. That's how you got to be. I am sitting crisscross applesauce. If you like, you can head your legs straight in if that's comfortable. If you want to sit on a bolster, a block, anything you need to help you out here. As I am suffering from knee pain right now because it's been beautiful out, so I've been running more and taking long walks outside, and my poor body's like, we ain't used to this again. So I was trying to build back being a runner like I used to be. We'll see. We'll see. I'm getting nice and comfortable, got my eyes closed, bringing myself into my practice, letting everything go. Deep breathing in and out from my nose, practicing my ujjayi breath where you're deep breathing into your belly and exhaling from your belly. So, taking my time with my breath, having my eyes closed, being mindful, letting everything go, not listening to the noise, not listening to everything, just focusing on myself, making some movements in my body to make myself a little bit more comfortable. Have my hands sitting on my knees. And just breathe here. Begin to thank yourself, your body, for the things that you are working on and the things that you are continuously working on. There's no right or wrong when it comes to yoga with me. A couple more rounds like this. Make sure you elongate your spine, sit upright, have your vertebra on top stacked, engaging your core, engaging your back muscles. You're sitting deep into your sit bones. Begin to take your hands behind you. Fingers going to the front if you like. If you like your hands turning back, whatever's comfortable for your wrist. And just pop up your chest, tilt your head looking up, open up your shoulders here. And gently walking forward, just waking yourself up here. Chin tucked to your chest hair. Deep breathing, reversing that. Bring your hands behind you. Open up your chest hair, lifting up, lifting your head up. Go ahead, tucking your chin to your chest, bringing your hands forward, tucking your chin down. So you can get a little deeper. Reverse that one more time. Bring your hands behind you, popping your chest up, bringing your head up to the sky, looking up. Changing your breath pattern here. Sucking the air a little bit different. And then bringing it up to your knees as we transition into our hands and knees. Taking our time, being mindful. I think I forgot a blanket for my knee. We'll see how that works out. I think that should be fine. Don't really hurt when I sit on it. Making sure your knees are underneath your hips, your hands are underneath your shoulders here. Chin tucking down close to your chest here. Doing a couple rounds of cat cow. When you're inhaling your head up, exhaling, rolling your body. Inhale, head up. Exhale. Go ahead and breathe at your own breath pace. Taking your time, engaging your belly, your back, spine here, dropping your belly, and then sucking it in, warming up that spine, practicing flexion and extension. Go ahead and make it neutral, tabletop position. Tuck the toes down, pushing it all the way back to a downward facing dog. Getting right into it in our practice. Our first downward dog of the day. Our first inversion of the day, where your head is lower than your heart. Having that blood rushing in different directions down to your heart here. Letting gravity pull everything down. Definitely feel it in your calf muscles. If it's too much, go ahead and drop back down and go back to it. Go ahead and practice and strengthen those muscles there. Making sure your fingers are open, giving yourself a high five on the mat, touching all the surface areas you can. Having your head down. If you like, you begin to pedal your knees. Help you out here. And then turning your head underneath your armpits here. Just warming up your body. Taking your time. Deep breathing. Go ahead, drop down to your knees, toes together, touch. Push all the way back to child's pose. Knees about the same width as your mat. Chin up, tuck down to your chest here. Having your hands straight in. Open up your fingers here. Chin close to your chest here. Doing an active child pose here. Go ahead, lift it back up to your knees here. Back to the tabletop. And let's do our first vinyasa flow. Breath with movement, bringing warmth into our body so we can get into the good stretchy stuff. All right, so this flow, we're going to do a little something cray. It's Valentine's Day, why not? We're going to first start with downward facing dog. Going to drop down to our knees, bringing our head up for cow pose. Exhale, round our back for cat. Inhale our head up for cow. And then we're going to push all the way back to child's pose. Round one. Bring it back up, tuck our toes down. Downward facing dog. Drop down our knees, bringing our head up to cow pose. Exhale, rounding our back for cat. Inhale, bringing our head up for cow. Exhale, bringing our toes together, pushing all the way down to child's pose. That's two. Come on, we got two more in this. Bring it back all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Drop down to your knees, bringing your head up for cow pose. Exhale, rounding our back for cat. Inhale, bringing our head up for cow, bringing our toes together, warming our body up. Yes, last time, one more time. 4 times charm. Bringing their toes back down, pushing all the way back to downward facing dog. Holding it here, deep breath in. Exhaling out, bringing our head up to cow pose. Exhaling, reversing it. Cat. Inhale our head up again for cow. And exhale, push all the way back to cow pose. Knees about the same size as our mat. Hands stretched out in front of us, stretching everything out. Nice and warm. Engage in your breath. Resetting it for a second. Let's keep it moving. So let's do a couple. Let's get fun with it. You know, we got a little injury going on, but it's not going to stop us. We're going to take our left foot behind us. No, that's not my left. Left foot behind us. Bend our knee. Open up our hip. Look in the same direction as our knee. Straighten out that leg here. Bringing that leg in between our hands for a low lunge. Now make sure with your hips are pointing forward the same direction as your knee. Now you can have blocks on the side if you feel like. Holding it here if you like. If you like a little bit more, medium, you could be here. If you like a little bit more, bring your hands all the way up to the sky for crescent. You want to open up your arms, get a little bit more like a back bend, deeper one. Go ahead. Um, Cactus arms here, looking up. Bring your hands up and touch, dropping it back down, taking that left foot straight all the way behind you, holding it here. Bend that knee again. Taking, holding it here. Do a couple pulses. We're going to pulse for 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding it here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Oh, we working today. Taking your right foot behind you, bend that knee, open up the hip, looking the same direction as your knee. Holding it here for a couple seconds. Get deeper, open up that hip, straighten that leg out. Bringing that leg in between your hands here for a low lunge here. Beginners, you can have your hands to the side, framing your foot if you like. If you're still a little tight here, still getting used to it, getting your bearings. Intermediates, bringing your hands on your knees, having your hip bones pointing forward, same direction as your knee. If you want a little bit more, bringing your hands up, both hands to the side, up here. You want a little bit more? Open up, getting deeper into it. Holding it here. Ooh. Bringing both hands up to touch, dropping hands on both sides of your foot here. Taking your your right foot behind you, bending that knee. Having your foot like planted up like you're hitting a high five to the sky. And do a couple 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding it here. 10, 9, 8, 7. Feel that burn. 6, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. All right, straighten it out, dropping it down. Toes together to touch. Push all the way back again to child's pose. We working it. Nice and warm here. Nice and warm. Deep breathing. Go ahead, bring it back up. Toes down, pushing all the way down to downward facing dog. Should be able to get a little deeper in your dog. Warming up those calf muscles here. This time we're going to drop down to our knees. We're going to work on our planks here. Bringing our hands. So we want to engage our plank here. So we're not dropping our body, but lifting, engaging our core, having our hands beside us here, burning those muscles here, holding it here, having our wrists and our elbows in line. This is a lot for a low level. Then you just want to slowly drop it all the way down. Hover, hover, hover. Then drop. Not like a belly drop, but drop down nicely. Straighten out your legs. Bringing both hands underneath side of your chest here. Lifting up, doing a back bend here. This lovely pose. This pose is called pyramid. Not pyramid. Oh my goodness, it's not pyramid. Pyramid is the one you're standing, holding forward. It's not upward facing dog either. Why did my mind go blank? It'll come to me later. Watch. Why my mind went blank? But this lovely pose. I know my poses, I swear. But my mind went blank. And if you like a little bit more, you can change this pose into seal where you're just stretching your hands out a little bit further and lifting up if you want to get deeper in your back. Oh yeah. Needed this, or you can just stay back on your elbows. So this is enough here for some people. We're working our lower back here. We're doing the back bend. This is deep enough for some people. Then we're going to drop it all the way down, bringing our palm on top of each other like this, down to crocodile pose, bringing uh, your cheek to your palms here, holding it here for crocodile. Just realigning our back here and doing that work. Switch your cheek to the opposite side here. Hold it here. And bringing it back up, bringing your elbows underneath your chest. Sphinx pose. That's what it's called. Not pyramid, Sphinx. Feeling strength in your lower back. If you like a little bit more, you can bend your left leg and go ahead and grab behind you if you like. If you have a strap, go ahead and use it to grab your foot. If you like. Or use your hand, whatever you're at. You can do one side, go ahead and drop that down. Do the other side. Got to even it out. Definitely getting deeper in our lower backs here. We're definitely back bending. This is a nice variation of a back bend. Instead of doing like wheel pose. But this is a prep to get you there. And put a little flexibility in your back and your spine. One more time, dropping it down. Elbows back underneath with your Sphinx pose. If you like a little bit more, one more time. Bring your hands out, pushing your body up. Forward seal pose. Holding it here. Getting deep in that back bend. Take a couple more breaths. And dropping it down. Again, back to crocodile pose. Maybe you want to switch your palms with your cheeks onto your palm here, holding it here for a couple breaths. Resetting our gauge, resetting our breath here. The heat's going off. Deep breathing. Go ahead, switch your cheek to the opposite side here. All right, tucking our toes into the ground, hands to the side of your chest here, pushing all the way up, engaging your core here, back onto tabletop position. All right, we should be warm. I know I am, not besides the heat soon, but I'm warm from moving. So let's do a flow. Let's add some stuff in. We're going to go to downward facing dog first. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, drop down to your knees, bringing your head up for cow pose. Exhale, round that body for cat. Inhale, bringing your head up to a neutral tabletop position. Take your left foot behind you. On exhale, bend your knee, turn your hips to the side here, straighten it back out. Bring that in between your hands, framing your foot. Go ahead on the inhale, exhale, wherever you are for your crescent pose, and crescent low lunge. Bring your hands up, exhale, dropping it down, taking that foot behind you, bending it. Maybe you want to grab your foot, so we're going to do opposite foot, opposite hand. So leaving this foot here, grabbing, using your right hand to grab your left foot here. A little challenging, gauging your core. You can use a strap if you need it. Go ahead, drop everything down, reset, child's pose. Do the opposite side. Gauging your breath here. Bringing it back up to your lovely hands and knees. Tucking your toes down, pushing all the way back to downward facing dog here. Starting it off. Reset your breath. Inhale and exhaling. Drop down to your knees on your breath. Inhale, head up for cow. Exhale, round your back for cat. Inhale, bringing it neutral. Exhale, straighten out your right foot. Bend that knee, open up the hip, look in that direction here. Making sure your hips are level. Make sure you're not sinking, but actually engaging your core, engaging your hands. Straighten it out. Bring your foot in between your hands here. Low lunge. Open up. Wherever you are in your low lunge, hold it in here. Hands together, dropping it down, bringing that right foot all the way behind you, bending that knee. Taking that left hand, grabbing your right foot here. Oh, we're getting back bends. Back bends today. Stretching everything out. Dropping it down, bringing toes together to touch. So proud of you. Bringing your toes together to touch. Knees about the same size as your yoga mat. Dropping it all the way down. Head to the ground. Make your child pose restorative. You deserve it. Fist over fist. Elbows close to the knees. For the restorative child pose. Deep breathing into your belly, resetting your breath. Go ahead on up. Let's take our first water break. How are you doing today? Hopefully well. I'm going to drop down onto my bum because my knee is really feeling it. Stretching out the muscles. Yeah. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting on the channel. Appreciate you. 120. 120. 120. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. As I message my dad, I don't know that I'm teaching yoga. How are you doing? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It's somewhere on this, probably either that corner or that corner of my channel. I think it's that corner at the end. When I edit, I think it's over there. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to make sure you're still subscribed. I know other content creators have complained that YouTube have unsubscribed people, allegedly. We'll say that. And so go ahead and make sure you have your notifications turned on when I go live. Or just check my page when I upload a video. Sometimes it will tell you when I upload. So just make sure you subscribe, click the notification, make sure it's on. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you're having a good VD day. I am. I'm just relaxing. Go back to work. I was off last night. Had a good time last night with my girlfriend. We went to a Motivation Monday gathering, and I got to smoke cigars. One of my favorite things I like to do. So I had a good cigar last night. Good cigar. It was a new one that I never tried before, and I like it. I'm usually a Rocky Patel kind of girl, but they're not sponsoring me. But I had a pretty good one yesterday. It was pretty good. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I know I took a picture of it, but what comes to me? All right, my beautiful people, let's get to it. get into it. So, I'm gonna go into our hands and knees here again. Toes down to touch. We are going to push back to our downward facing dog here. Holding our dog should be deeper in our dog. Holding it here, we're going to drop down our elbows, drop down our knees, and go into puppy pose. here, holding it here, tucking our toes down, and maybe we can practice on doing our dolphin. So practicing tucking your toes down. So we're in puppy pose. We're going to lift up our toes again. Back to dolphin pose. Go where it's comfortable. Maybe your feet don't make it to the ground. Mine doesn't. I don't know. My feet doesn't. It just doesn't. It's okay. Holding it here. You want to drop back down to your knees and reset to puppy pose if it becomes too much. That's the second or the third inversion for the day. Puppy pose is second. This pose, the third one of the day. Inversion day, we're working on our heart. Changing the direction of the blood in our body. Dropping back down to our knees, resetting ourselves. We did good. To child pose. Toes to touch. Knees same size as the yoga mat. Lowering all the way down. Bringing our belly down to the ground. Having our hands stretched out active. Deep breathing, resetting our breath. All right, lifting up. Let's do some stretchy things. We're nice and warm. Let's take advantage of the heat in our body. All right. So let's see. What stretchy ones should we do? Do you guys want to do pigeon? So for those of you who can do pigeon the way I'm about to show you, I'll show you the modification style. We're going to hold it for a couple minutes. So hands on my knees here. Not hands on my knees, but hands and knees separated. We're going to take our left leg. We'll start with the left. Bring it in between our hands. Open our toes to the side here to the right and push back with our right foot. Let me move forward so I can have space. There we go. So this is your pigeon. It's the beginning style. You know, you want your hips leveled as best as able to the ground. With your foot here, if you're able to, sorry, I'm cheating. Open up your foot here to get your hip lower to the ground. If it's too much, you could always use a yoga block to lift up your hips here if need to be. I'm going to hold it here for a little bit. So that's it. That's where your pigeon is. I like to open up my hips, get a little bit more room in my hips. You need to be now. Modification of pigeon is laying on your back, crossing your left over on your right, your left ankle cross over on your right leg, and you just grab your thigh or your knee, and just having your toes up here. So that is a modification of pigeon pose. I'm starting with my left because it's kind of sore and I just want to work it out. And it is a little bit sore. It's a lot sore. So I'm going to use my block today because I feel it in my knee. There we go. Much better. Elevate my hips a little bit so I can take the pressure out. You can lower down to your elbows if you're able to. You can use a block for your forehead. Whatever you need to be comfortable. Dropping it down. That's a little bit better on my knee. My knee feels much better. Holding it here. Hey, Google, can you set my timer for at least 2 minutes, please?
Sure, 2 minutes. And that's starting now.
So I can't cheat. If you need something deeper for your pigeon pose, you can always grab your back foot here to get deeper. Stretching both legs, which is intense can be. You can also use a strap here. I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah, this is good. So I have my left hand grabbing my right foot here. And don't forget to put your little yogi smile. Ting, 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 ting. I hope you're doing a beautiful day today. Hope all is well. Happy Valentine's Day, like I said before. This is not a Valentine's Day practice. It's just me doing yoga, making up for not being here last week. Or for many weeks. I've been doing a lot of work. I got a new, it's a whole lot going on. But I'm grateful. Bye. I'm grateful. Bye. It's been a minute. And I'm gonna put a little bit more yoga tips on my channel, just doing like breakdown videos on how to do certain poses. So I'm gonna do like I think I'm gonna do downward dog today. Record myself doing downward dog and uploading it how to get into your downward dog, how to angle your body and stuff, and how to get comfortable with those poses. 2 minutes is up. So go ahead and lift it up wherever you are. Okay, Google, stop. Bringing both legs together. Go ahead, take a moment, lift it up on your sit bones, holding it here for a second. We're going to get a quick ab work in before we do the other leg. Bringing both feet up. If it's too much, you can you can be on your tiptoes of your toes here, holding it here. It's intermediate or beginner style, or actually bring your hands behind you to lift up. So get a quick ab workout here. You want boat pose, holding it here for a couple more reps. Gauge in that core. All right, dropping it down. My knees like no. So let's do pigeon on the opposite side here. Going back onto that hands and knees. Making sure your knees are hip width, hands or shoulder width. You're gonna take that right knee, bring it in between your hands. Take your left, straighten it all the way back. Ooh. Opening up that foot here. There we go. I adjust my hips so I can get into it. There we go. Ooh. And moving myself because I got, there we go. I'm a tall girl. There we go. Holding it here, dropping it down. Like I said, modification. we go. Sorry about that. I don't know what this thing be doing. It just went out. I don't know, but I put it on the opposite side. I'm still live. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I have no idea. This thing be playing with my emotions. Hey, Google set my timer for 2 minutes.
All right, 2 minutes. Starting now.
Be playing with my emotions going live. This is why I be recording. This thing be playing my emotions. They want you to do more live stuff, but they be playing with your emotions. I'm telling you. Just playing with my emotions. Woo. Check the stream. It's gotta constantly stop and check the stream. Yeah, we're good. Playing with my emotions. They do. They be playing. Woo. Open up that hip a little bit more, deeper. Pigeon. Mm. Don't forget the yogi smile. Ting, ting, ting. Massage my feet too. Okay, Google, stop. Bringing both knees in front. Do a little shake out for our legs here. Just my pants. Pants keep moving. I don't know if I'm too fat or too small. I don't know. It is what it is. Bringing both feet together for Una Tanasana Butterfly pose. Listen, I'm rough for the injury and put that block underneath my knee here for a sec. Both of them to even it out. Hold here for a second. Holding forward, doing a lovely, this is our Valentine thing here. Heart opener. Is it? Deep breathing, yogi smile. Ting, 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 ting. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment on the channel. Appreciate the love. Thank you so much. 120 subscribers. Can you believe it? Been doing this for what, 2 years? I'm so excited. Hey, I'm excited when one person watched the video all the way through. I get so excited. I'd be like, oh, they enjoyed it. I enjoy it. You can also go to my website, urkiyoga.com, to find out where I'm at. I will be adding new stuff. I'm going to be revamping the website soon. So, adding new pictures and stuff. Gotta hire my 2 different people I want to use as photographers. So, we'll see which one that I will use for photography. So, I got 2 people interested. So, I'm going to take little pictures around the city, me doing yoga. So, I'm excited. I got my feet up class still coming. Excited. To actually give a class to add on. I'm excited. I got different events coming on. So I just gotta figure out what days I want to do stuff. So I'm excited. I'll be teaching a couple times during the week. So more. So then my one class, I mainly class online classes on Saturday with Blue Awning. And I took a little hiatus with Vinyasa Yoga right now. But I'll be back with them to figure out when I can teach online again. So I just gotta figure out my days. demand I am in all of a sudden. So I just gotta figure some stuff out. I got different projects. I got so many different stuff going on. It's amazing. All right, so stretch out your legs again. Point your toes away from you. Point them to yourself. Point them away. Roll them. Roll them hands all the way up to the sky. Fold forward in any amount. Grab them wherever you can. Let me see that beautiful yogi smile. Ting. Beautiful people. Ooh, that feels good. I feel nice and stretched in different places from my hips, my toes, my ankles. I feel it. It feels good. Roll it all the way up. Bending those knees. Go ahead. Bring your hands to the side and go ahead and windshield wiper those knees from side to side here. Stretch out that leg. Take that right leg. Cross it over your left. Take if this is enough for you, stay here. If you'd like a little bit more, take that left foot, bring it to your bum. Sit up on your sit bones. If you need more, go ahead and use your block. Twist in the direction of your leg here. So twisting to the right, grabbing onto your elbow if you like. Take your right hand behind you, left elbow onto the right knee here. Twisting all the way to the right. If you can, maybe you can thread your arm through. I can't do that. It's quite all right. That's where my yogi's at. I got tight shoulders. I have to work on opening my shoulders a little bit more. We're gonna unwind, straighten up those legs again. Take your let's say right leg, cross it over your left. No, he did that. Take your left leg, cross it over your right. Take your right foot. If this is good for you, go ahead and stay here. Make sure you sit upright. You do the twist to the side. Take your right foot, bring it to close to your bum. Sit on up on those sit bones, taking that lovely right arm, crossing it over to your left, twisting your whole body to the left, getting deep in that torso. Yes, holding it here. Definitely feeling my knee. My knee is like, you stretched me. Yeah, I did. Until a little bit workout with you. Taking deep breaths in and out. Whew. Go ahead, untwist, straight up that leg here. Switching ourselves down all the way down to the ground. If you like, take another sip of water. Dropping it all the way down. Planting your toes on the mat, making your feet hip width. Go ahead, straighten out those legs for corpse pose here. Bringing your palms up to the sky. Taking a nice deep breath. Resetting your breath in and out. Just for a moment. Letting everything go. Go ahead, plant those feet back onto the mat. Go ahead, bring your hands to the side. Either you can bring your hands to the side of you, grab your yoga mat, either clasp your hands underneath you. Like deep, we're going to do our bridge pose here. So go ahead, make sure your feet are hip width. Your back of your heels are at least close to your bottom here. Lift it on up in this bridge pose. Go where you are. If you clap your head, go ahead and move your shoulders, close your shoulder blades together. Deep breathing. Be mindful of your neck. Be mindful of your chin here. Have your chin at least close to your chest. Popping up your lower body here. Clasping your hands. Go a little bit deeper in your shoulders. Go ahead, drop everything down one vertebra at a time. Go ahead, windshield wiper your knees from side to side because today once is enough. Go ahead, bring both feet up into the sky here. Ooh. Bringing both hands up. Holding. Wiggle your toes a little bit, wiggle your fingers, point and flex. Holding the hair, having the blood travel down back to your heart in the opposite direction, stirring up little things here. Deep breathing. Go ahead and drop down, feet down to the ground. Go ahead, windshield wiper from side to side. Yet again. Oh, bring your hands to a goal post. Bring your knees up. Twisting your knees over to your left side here. Taking your left hand onto your right knee. Taking your right hand out. Stretching it out. I like this goal post right now. Just stretching. Torso here. Go ahead, lift up those knees. On your knees from side to side. Drop your feet. Switch your hips over to the right here. Drop both knees over to the right. Taking that right hand on top of that left knee. Taking that left elbow to the ground. You can stretch off if you like. Or keeping your form goalpost, whatever's comfortable. Turning your head to the direction of your hand here. To the left. Twisting out. Your lower back here. And bringing out a dirty rag. Get everything, twisting everything, bringing some life into your body here with these deep twists. Go ahead, lift your knees up. Windshield wiper your knees front, side to side. Go ahead, straighten those legs out again. For Savasana, corpse pose. Nice and comfortable. Inhale, hold for a second. Exhale, release. Deep breath in from the nose. Hold for a second. Exhale out from your nose. Put your left hand on your heart, your right hand onto your belly. Holding here, giving yourself a little yogi love. For a second. Feeling that energy flowing when you're inhaling, exhaling, feeling that breath for a moment. Take a moment for yourself here. When we go into Savasana. Letting everything go, setting our intention in our Savasana to be grateful for where we are in our body. Gratitude, thanking our body again for the things that we could do and the things that we are currently working on, helping ourselves out here. Taking a moment. All right, bring your hands together, 45, palms up, looking to the sky. And I'll see you in a couple minutes for the Savasana. Hey Google, can you please set my timer for 7 minutes?
Certainly. 7 minutes. And we're starting now.
Okay, Google, stop. Go ahead and plant your left and right foot into your yoga mat. Gently roll your knees from side to side. And raise your wiper. Bring your knees together into your chest here. Bring your head up, roll into a ball here. If you can, maybe you can roll back and forth, lift on up. If not, just bring your knee to the side and gently bring yourself up. Get nice and comfortable in a cross-legged position. If not, switch your legs. It's a glorious day. Giving me triple bellies. That's what it's definitely giving me. There we go. Bringing hands all the way up to the sky. Bringing your hands together, heart center. As we say namaste. Namaste is an East Indian Sanskrit word that means the God in me bows down to honor the God in you. Thank you so much. Oh, lovely bodies, my beautiful yogis. All right, namaste, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Happy Valentine's Day again. It's not even looking crazy. It's over here.